y'all. Good morning. Rough day. As soon as I opened my eyes this morning, I instantly knew it's gonna be rough. Before I even sat up in bed, I checked my heart rate. My resting heart rate was in the 140s. So I'm dealing with tachycardia, shortness of breath, extreme dizziness and fatigue. My legs feel all weak and wobbly, and I get that coat hanger pain, which is pretty common with dysautonomia. It's basically from the base of your skull, your shoulders, like in the back, kind of in the shape of a coat hanger, and my dysautonomia is just still angry. If you watched yesterday's upload about my story time of all my previous service dogs prior to Harlow, I briefly mentioned my POTS was acting up a bit, so I was running fluids, and I've been running fluids, and I ran fluids last night, but I'm feeling worse today. Why is my POTS acting up today? My best guess is that I'm a little bit late on my Xolair. So, as y'all know, Xolair has been an incredible treatment that's really helped with my mast cell disease, but chronic illnesses can be intertwined and intermingled and connected. And for me personally, my mast cell disease exacerbates my POTS. When my mast cell is more controlled, so is my dysautonomia. And I'm getting my Xolair shot every 3 weeks, which has been working for me, but because of a scheduling conflict between my immunologist office and myself, you know, my personal life schedule, other things I have to do, I am 2, maybe 3 days late on my Xolair. I didn't know I'd be this sensitive to missing it by just a little bit, but I guess I am, and I am just struggling. But very thankful because I have my godfather in town, and he is taking me to get my Xolair injection today. He's pretty awesome, and I'm actually excited for y'all to meet him. I do not think y'all have met him yet on any of my videos, but he's a pretty great guy. So anyways, I'm just managing as best I can. I'm probably gonna hook up to more fluids. I actually called my geneticist because if y'all remember, with my new mito treatments, we've replaced my saline and lactated ringers with D5 and D10 solutions, which is saline with dextrose. D10 is 10% dextrose, D5 is 5% dextrose, and it's been helping a lot, but I'm kind of wondering if my dysautonomia does better with the saline or the LR. So I still have lactated ringers on hand, and he said go ahead and run one of those. If that benefits your POTS more, then it's okay to alternate between D10, D5, LR, just whatever's best for my body. So I'm gonna hook up to another bag of fluids, and my godfather will be here soon. And even though I'm not feeling well, I'm gonna go to this appointment and get my injection because I know how much the Xolair helps me. Well, y'all, we are on the way to the immunologist, and I'm here with my godfather. This is Richard.
Hi.
Can y'all guess where he is from based on his accent?
Yep. Guess I've been knowing Jaquie's my goddaughter. I knew her from the day she was born. And then I knew her in Jakarta. She was born in England, but then back in Jakarta where we all lived together.
Yeah, my dad was managing the development of a resort there, so I actually lived in Indonesia for a bit when I was young. But he's been a big part of our family for many years, like obviously since I was born, and since before I was born, right?
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Way before.
But can y'all guess where he's from based on his accent?
Yeah. And a hint, I'll give you a hint. We're going to go watch the Astros play the Rays Saturday night in St. Pete.
Oh, he's from Texas, y'all. I bet y'all can tell. Are the Astros? Oh, they're from Texas?
Yeah, well, Houston, world champions in 17?
I don't follow baseball, but he's excited about it. Yeah. I mean, he's going with my mom. I'm not going.
I'm trying to get an autograph from Jose Altuve.
I don't know who that
Venezuela.
is. Oh, is he Venezuelan?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my mom. My mom's Venezuelan, so that's why she's going.
Yeah, I told her if she gets me an autograph, I'll do anything. I'll clean the house.
Wash the car.
Wash the cars.
And of course, we have Hippo. Harlow is snoring. Oh my gosh. I look like I don't feel well, don't I? I don't feel well.
It's just this doctor office, I don't trust it because their scales are not right.
Richard weighed himself. He's like, it's too much. It's not right.
I mean,
An accurate scale, y'all.
can't believe.
Alright, so my immunologist, despite me not feeling well, she said I'm good to get my Xolair. I'm not feeling well because I actually need my Xolair. I'm like actually 2 days late. And she said some of her patients are that sensitive to it, like just a little bit late, and they start getting symptomatic. So get my shot and then we'll be good to go.
2 shots.
I got 2 shots. Do you wanna show them your handkerchief?
You won't.
I was joking with him in the waiting
Everybody
room.
has a handkerchief.
He pulled this out. I'm like,
She doesn't know what.
what is that?
What do you mean? What is that? It's my
There's dogs on it.
canine hanky.
I'm like, do you blow your nose? That's gross.
No, we don't blow it. I mean, you never know when a lady might need to borrow it.
Is that why you have it?
It's a southern thing.
I thought it was amusing.
No, it's old school.
Alright, we got shot number 1, shot number 2. I got really nauseous when she started pushing the medicine. I'm just, but I'm glad I did it. I know I'm gonna feel better tomorrow, so let's go. We're gonna get lollipops. We deserve lollipops.
Hey.
Alright, and off we go. What kind of lollipop did you get? The red one?
Strawberry.
Very nice. I got cotton candy. I'm not gonna eat it right now because I still feel nauseous. But later, when I'm feeling less nauseous, I'll celebrate conquering the Xolair shots with, y'all know this is my favorite flavor. Also, by the way, when my mom brings me here, she covers her eyes when I'm getting my shot. Richard held my hand and I was like, thank you. He's very supportive. She's looking cute. Oh, we're on the way home.
Look cute, Arlo.
She doesn't even have to try. We're going back home. I'm gonna crash for a bit, but then I'll update y'all more. And Richard, thank you so much for taking me.
Yes, my pleasure.
It's nice hanging out with you, and y'all got to meet my godfather. Hey y'all. I cannot believe how long I slept when I got back home. I knew I was gonna crash, but I felt like Judy Hopps from Zootopia, because when I woke up I was like, it's night. And I even like my little cocoon here with my awesome weighted blanket and, you know, my heating pad, my hippo. I decided like, no, I'm not gonna get under the covers, because if I do that I might go to bed, I don't know, I think it was like 3. I might go to bed and like just not wake up until the next day because I was so exhausted, not feeling well. And I still slept for like 4 hours. I was a little frustrated at first because I was like, I gotta do homework, or like, I don't know, I had things to do. But then I thought to myself, I was like, you know, I was feeling so terrible. Even if I had tried to get some things done, it wouldn't have been productive just because I was feeling that bad. And I feel a little more rested, I guess, but I'm also in the middle of my Xolair hangover, which is just extreme lethargy and body aches, and my dysautonomia is still giving me issues. But kind of the 2 points I wanted to talk about in this vlog is, 1, my Xolair, while it's mainly for my mast cell disease, it also helps other aspects of my health. For example, my asthma is pretty much non-existent because of Xolair. And using Xolair for mast cells, considered off-label, one of the main things it's for is asthma. So my asthma has been extremely well controlled. I was able to come off maintenance inhalers because of the Xolair, which that was a big plus. And then, as I mentioned earlier, my mast cell disease, when it's not well controlled, my POTS tends to get worse. So by helping my mast cell disease, my POTS had improved a bit as well due to the Xolair. And my mast cell also really negatively impacts my GI tract. Y'all know the Xolair has really helped improve my GI symptoms. So it's good to know how your health conditions impact each other. And it can be tricky. Sometimes there is no rhyme or reason as to why things happen. There's ups and downs. But for me personally, I really try to understand as much about my health as I can to give myself the best possible chances of, you know, success with treatments and stability and whatnot. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is the fact that even though sometimes we feel terrible It's important to push ourselves to do what needs to be done. For example, I did not want to leave the house today, but I knew I was feeling poorly because I was due for my Xolair. So while I would have preferred to just stay home and miss my Xolair, that obviously would not have been the best choice. And I'm still really not feeling well, but I know tomorrow I'll wake up feeling much better. You know, the day of Xolair I typically don't feel well, and then I get the Xolair hangover and it's just like, why? But then the next day I wake up and I feel so much better. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm gonna go to sleep. Harlow has been extremely clingy to me. Thank goodness I had her for counterbalance help, and also her to alert me saying, don't stand up right now, you're too tachycardic, you're gonna have issues. She's very in tune to how I was feeling today, which I'm grateful for. And I didn't feel well enough to capture any of her alerts today, but I do have a video of her alerting, like alerting in action, which I'll put here if y'all are interested. I'm so thankful for this dog. Hippo, you are so good. And you know, yesterday's upload I talked about my past service dogs and kind of the journey we've had to go on to get to where we are now. And I said it yesterday in yesterday's video, and I'll say it again. You know, there was heartbreak, there was frustrations and difficulties, there were ups and downs, but I'm thankful for what I'd been through because of where we are now. You know, Harlow's my fuzzy, you know, furry guardian angel. She's my shadow, and together we make a really good team. And despite it being a difficult day, I'm glad I got my treatment. I'm glad I get to go to sleep now and wake up feeling better tomorrow. If y'all are struggling in any way, you're not alone. My thoughts are with you. So with that, I will say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.